I'm back out for another explore. I've just stopped for a coffee, just to look at my map and some details of this explore today. It's an abandoned mansion house just off the coast near Balnowlart. I've been trying to do this for a few weeks, but the weather has absolutely been horrendous. The wind, the rain, etc. This morning when I got up, it was slightly cloudy. It's cleared up now and the sun's out. However, the wind is still there, which makes it nigh impossible to get decent drone footage and also get the drone up. So going back a few weeks ago, I was in a local bookshop in the High Street and I came across a book in the local history section, and it's called Country, Town and Coast. It's by a gentleman called Dan Sweeney, Lost Mansions and Houses of Ayrshire. I spotted this in the shelf and I thought this is just up my street. So I opened the book up and it contains a lot of historical knowledge and photographs and information regarding abandoned buildings, mansions in there, as it says in the Ayrshire coast or within Ayrshire. Now the book itself, there is a lot of abandoned buildings in it. I have done several videos regarding 3 or 4 in it. Glesnick Mansion House, the Whirring Castles there, and Auchin's Castle. A lot of the mansions and buildings in the book are no longer here. They've unfortunately been knocked down and destroyed throughout the decades from the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. So the one I've picked today is Balnowlart, is that how you pronounce it? Balnowlart Mansion House. It seems to be still standing. It's in between Balnowlart and Common Hill. I've never heard of this one before. So it's actually in this book, and you can see the book itself. It's got a historical photograph and some historical text regarding, or information regarding the mansion house. I had managed to go online as well, and there's a couple of websites. It's obviously discovered it, or they've been there, and they've wrote a review and some information regarding it, so well done to them. I'm wondering if it's still in the same condition as the photographs portray here, or if you can see that, or it's more or less broken down and derelict now. I don't know. I'm not sure when these photographs were taken. As I said, a very interesting book by Dan Sweeney, Country, Town and Coast, Mansions and Houses of Ayrshire. And I dare say there's a few more in this book I'm going to have to look up and see if I can find as well and explore. So we're out today, the sun's out, the wind's debatable, and I'm going to try and find this mansion house located near Balnowlart in the countryside. Right, this looks like the right path. Here now, I've just took this path by the farm. I think I've followed this road right round here. I try to remain a bit stealthy. So presence isn't known. It's kind of hard though. Right, we're still on this path to this abandoned mansion house. Middle of the countryside just now. And the path in front of me, very boggy. See that? Uncomfortable if you're walking by farmhouses, etc. Anyway, check the trees out here. hope for no wind, but as I said earlier on, it's last few weeks the weather's been terrible. It's not impossible to get a day where it's calm at the minute. Still the blue sky in the background. Not seen for a few weeks. But it's there. That was easy enough. Spotted it. So in the distance you can see Balnowlart mansion house. I was going to say farmhouse there, but it's an abandoned mansion. And the wind's got up again, which I hoped it wouldn't. This is very creepy looking. Sitting amongst the trees. It looks like the roof's completely off the top of it. I don't know if I can get this drone up with this wind. Let me look round here. Wow. There's been a lot of work getting done here. See, there's been some kind of construction in the front of the house. I wonder if the late storms have caused any more damage to this building. Hard to say. It's hard to say. The weather's, it's actually getting really cold now. Right, going to wee look up around this building, see what we can see through the windows. Try and navigate through this mud that is. Too wet, it's dry. Descend to the haunted mansion. What's left inside. You can see all the, I would say, the partial collapse of the floors and look, well, partial collapse, major collapse of the floors and roof onto this ground floor here. Wow. The lands of Balnowlart were inherited by Dr. George Kerr from his father, Robert Kerr. The house we see before us was built in 1905. It was designed by Edinburgh architects J. Jeriden and Son. Dr. Kerr died
in 1924, aged 73.
So you just squeeze by the scaffolding, you look on the side.
Latterly, the house was occupied by estate gamekeeper Walter Paul, who unfortunately died in an accident at Glenap Castle in 1935. The house was eventually sold to Francis Young of Balnowlart Farm.
There's absolutely nothing left of the top floor. It's all gone. It's just collapsed into itself.
The house has become another abandoned feature of the Ayrshire landscape. Internally, nothing remains, with all the floors, staircase and roof having collapsed. Its derelict shell now haunts the woodland next to it.
Part of the chimney. The chimney stack's still up there. I'll see a small brick fireplace below. Right, let's move back out of here. Hopefully it's still under the radar and nobody spotted me coming up here. Navigate back through these pieces of scaffolding. I wonder if I can go up there. Maybe launch this drone. Yeah, I'll try. Maybe if it gets too dark. Just navigate away from the house. It's a very haunting shell. And I thought this was an outhouse. It may be part of the main building. It's just collapsed, completely collapsed down. I don't know. The ground conditions here are terrible. I'm going to head back down to the main front of the house here. The ground conditions here are terrible. I don't want to launch a drone in this soil. See that the camera just to stay on the ground. It's not great at all. Right, this is done and dusted here. The abandoned mansion house, Balnowlart. It's time to head. Well, I did manage to get the drone up, albeit fighting against the wind. It's absolutely blowing a gale now. The drone held out well. Stationary movement wasn't great, so when I upload this it's going to be kind of moving about, but what can you do? Hey ho, eh. The farmer did appear on a quad bike. I think he was up for a bit of a nosy to see what I was doing. Shut a gate behind us. I think that's right, a kind of excuse just to come up and see what I was up to. But he gave us a wee wave the way past, and I acknowledged myself, and I not really said anything, so which was good. It's absolutely freezing now. I'm glad I done that one. So this one was in the book by Dan Sweeney, Ayrshire's Country Mansions, or Ayrshire's Abandoned Country Mansions, all that kind of title. There's a couple more in his book I'm going to look at. I think it's about the Darvel. But as I said earlier, that a lot of them are actually now basically knocked down, they no longer exist. I was glad to get this one done. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.